Gemini CLI is a great tool. So great that you can see here is my Max plan with Claude, that I have decided to cancel my Claude Max plan because I don't need it anymore. Google has just released Gemini CLI and it is completely free. So this will work very similar to Claude Code or OpenAI's Codex. And in this video, we're going to do a dive into it. How good is it? I'll have a link in the description below for you as usual, but we have their GitHub repository here and you can see what it looks like, you can see how to install it, it gives you some tips for getting started, and we have our quick start. So let's get this installed. So we are going to go to our command prompt, we're going to install it. Now in the terminal, we can type Gemini. It is going to pull up some options so we can select our theme. What do we want it to look like? So I'm just going to go by default. And we can log in with Google or use an API key. If you log in with Google, you'll get 60 requests per minute and 1,000 per day, which is pretty generous, completely free. And if you want to add an API key to give you extra usage, you can do that as well. And before I continue, I want to remind you to click the subscribe button. I cover AI on a daily basis, so you can stay up to date with the latest and greatest AI. It's completely free. Go click subscribe. Let's continue. So now we have it all set up. It suggests we make this Gemini.md file, and this will give us control on how Gemini helps code our program. On the website, and I'll have a link in the description below, I have this Claude Code prompt that I use, and I found that makes Claude Code better. So I'm just going to paste that in, and it's just a whole bunch of stuff to make coding better. So we're going to hit save here, and we have a blank project. So let's start by coding something, and later in this video I'm going to actually load up a larger project and we'll see how well it can code, but let's just start blank right now. Alright, let's start off with something simple. Recreate Grand Theft Auto. No, seriously, let's see what it can actually do. So I want to create a single file GTA inspired game, and if you know the drill, if you've been following the channel, you're subscribed for a while, you know this is a standard prompt I use to test different things. So let's see if it is able to actually create the file, create the structure of the game, and actually start creating everything that we need. So it actually says for the visual mechanics, it's going to use 3JS library. That's good. It's going to create 3D scenes. It says the player is going to be represented by a capsule shape, and it says it's going to create cars and the entire game. And now we come to this screen here, and this is something that I hope they do better than Claude Code. So I just put yes, always allow, and I find that Claude Code, I say that, and then it'll come back and be like, are you sure you want me to allow? And we have nothing. So let's inspect element and let's see if it can fix it and get our game working. So let's just move this over. We're going to come here and we're going to paste in the exact error we got in the console. So we're going to hit go and we're going to see if it can actually fix the error, and we'll see how well this codes. I have been using the Claude Max plan for 2 months now, and I gotta say it is pretty good, and by the end of this video I will show you, or I will tell you, which one I think is better as an experienced programmer using both tools. Claude Max, I'm paying $200 a month right now, and this is completely free. It apologizes for making an error, and it tells you exactly how it fixed it, and it says please try it again. So let's just move this back, refresh, and wait a second. Here is our game with just 2 prompts, and it kind of fixed it, and we can jump around. Can we enter our cars? Oh yeah, we can, and we can spin around. The camera angle is a little bit glitchy. We are telling it to make it into separate files, enhance the graphics, add streets, people, streetlights, the ability to move the mouse to look around, and real car physics. And it is making an outline, and wait a second. It wants to create directories. All right, so it's very similar to Claude. So we gave it permission to create files and edit files, and now it's like, okay, well, I don't have permission to create folders. You sure you want me to create folders? And then you got to be like, yes, create your folders. So we don't need to see the code, really. Let's just scroll up. Today, I'm not a programmer. I am a vibe coder. Well, that's not entirely true. I'm always a programmer at heart, and I'm probably going to have to help it along the way. All right, this is major rewrite update. It'll tackle several stages. Here's the new files, and it's going to create a new structure. So here's our new structure, no changes, and here are all the files. Is it done? It is incredibly fast. No, it's still going. Just the going through the files. I know this is a blank project, and we're going to really test it when I give it a much larger project, but as you can see, it is pretty quick, and actually says, okay, open up the browser here, and it will load. And I don't think so because it's not a server. I'm going to try to use it the same way I would use Claude. I said, can you start the server for me, ensure there are no errors, and get it up and running. I like this trick because it starts the server for me, and I know that there won't be any errors, or it should lessen the errors, because when it starts the server, it's able to detect the errors. And our game is running. So this is what it looks like now. We have streetlights, and I didn't know what I was expecting. We can move the cursor around. We can jump. I don't see cars. And the buildings look a little funky. Oh, there's a car. Let's run towards the car. Let's see if the car has better physics now. And the car is not moving. Okay. So, can we... Oh, we can still get in, and then the whole view changes. And we can still spin around, but the car is kind of glitchy. Similar to Claude, you click escape to cancel. We can type / and we get all sorts of different commands. So we can clear the chat. If we want, we can manage the conversation history, or we can compress the context into a summary, so we can use the summary into a future chat so it knows exactly what we're talking about. It even has access to MCP servers, and we can adjust memory. Needless to say, it's incredibly powerful and filled with features. Alright, so I want the streets to look like actual roads with line markings. The streetlights should be traffic lights. I know when I said streetlights, it took it streetlights. I had traffic lights in my mind, and I want that changed. I want a bunch of car traffic that follows and obeys road rules, and I want sidewalks with people around, and then when cars collide into the people, I want the people to explode. So it is updating now, and you can see it has already updated the city file. It's insane. I will go ahead and say right now, this is faster than Claude code. Yeah, there's that. But is the results just as good? And at the end of this demo, we're going to move on to my larger code base, and we will find out. Absolutely incredible. It did everything I told it, and then it even went through and started the server again for me because it knows I am a lazy person. So here we go. This is our new GTA game with people walking around. I think a car hit a person. You can see the explosion. And we have streetlights. So there are cars. We have a little bit of roads now, but the roads are going into the buildings. It's looking a little bit better, but again, this is like just minutes of work. I don't know if it's work. Technically, I didn't do anything. It's just prompting. This is minutes of prompting. So there's something I've been wanting to change on the Franklin A website for a while. I just haven't had a chance to do it. We have latest prompts, and we have this nice scroll bar, and then we have recent AI videos, and we have this nice scroll bar. And if we go down, we have explore more AI, and there is no scroll bar, and you can't see what is to the right. So we are going to get Gemini to fix this problem, and I said on the homepage I have the explore more AI. I want to have a scroll bar similar to the recent AI video, the latest AI prompt section, and when you're done, commit it to GitHub and push to Firebase hosting only. So let's see if it is able to do all of this. And we have a pretty large code base now, and I have used Claude with this, and it does take some time to read files and do everything that is required. And you can see it has already said I cannot find the more AI section, and this is interesting. It's going to create a new array. I don't know why, but let's just do it because I am using GitHub, so I can always restore and correct its changes, and let's see if it can actually pull it off. And it is having problems with the replace tool, and it's going to try a different approach, and this seems very much Claudish because Claude says it's going to try different approaches from time to time. So it is implementing new logic apparently. So it is all finished, and we can scroll down. I did something else as well. I had it update the images that had broken thumbnails. But anyway, as we scroll down, we can see our scroll bar here. We can see our scroll bar here, and guess what? We now have a scroll bar here as well. Gemini CLI was able to go through my large code base, figure out exactly what I wanted, make the changes, and then commit it to GitHub and update Firebase with all of the changes, which is absolutely incredible, especially because it is free. And I think that their limits for a free plan, especially per day and per minute, are extremely generous. It works fast and free. Great tool. So great that you can see here is my max plan with Claude, that I have decided to cancel my Claude Max plan because I don't need it anymore. But for me, which one wins? It comes down to three things. Number one, cost. and Gemini is free. And if you need more usage than the usage they provide, then you can add an API key. But for the majority of people out there, you're not going to use more than what they give you for free, and the free limits on a daily basis are extremely good. Claude yesterday would have been my go-to, and Claude today is no longer my go-to. I'm the type of person that just jumps around to whatever the best available is at the given time. I am faithful to the best, not one specific company, and I think free is very good. Claude's deal is very good as well, don't get me wrong. I know $200 sounds like a lot. If you're a programmer, that's a lot of time saved by using Claude Code. That's more or less unlimited. The limits are extremely high, and I think it's a fantastic tool and worth the $200. And I think Gemini CLI being free with the usage and the limits that they offer makes it a substantially, obviously, a better deal. But beyond just free, the quality of the code is very comparable. So I was looking at commits and what they're both doing, and I compared, and I am a programmer, and I can compare quality of code, and I can tell you that Gemini is on par, if not slightly better than Claude in coding. And then we move on to speed. So Gemini codes substantially faster than what Claude does. Claude kind of seems to be a little slow when it's coding, and this isn't to say that Claude is bad. Claude finally has competition in this area. I thought OpenAI's wasn't that great. I've tried a ton of different ones similar to this, and I think Gemini is the best, followed by Claude Code, followed by, I don't know, the third place is hard. That's what I'm trying to say. Claude Code is second only because of price. Then it'd be a lot harder to choose between two different competing free products, but right now you got to go with Gemini. I hope that summarizes it. I hope that all makes sense. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe. I cover AI on a daily basis. This tool is just released today, and I've already got like 2-3 hours of usage out of it just to make this video and give you a good summary. And don't forget to like the video. It tells the algorithm you enjoy this type of content, and leave a comment down below. What are your thoughts on this tool, Gemini CLI? What's your thoughts on Claude Code? What's your thoughts on just coding and vibe coding in general? I'd love to know what you think. Drop a comment down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow with another AI video.
AI tools, AI news, AI prompts you can use. It's all for free, just come and see.